So if you've been selected for an SBIR award, or you're digging more into the program, you might have started hearing the term contracting sprint. So in this video, I want to break down what does that mean? What is it? So the contracting sprint is really something that AFWERX developed several years ago when they started running the open topic. Prior to that, and still to this day, most SBIRs on the Department of Defense side, asterisk, they have an assigned technical point of contact that evaluates the maybe 15 to 20 proposals max submitted and select 2 or 3 awards. With the open topic for phase 1s, they're receiving thousands of proposals, and for the direct to phase 2s, they're often receiving several hundred awards. So their answer to that, to actually hit quick turnaround timelines and award timelines, is to do a contracting sprint. So it's really broken up into an evaluation sprint, the last week or two, and then the contracting sprint for a week or two. So there's some really important factors on the evaluation side. It really comes down to compliance that I want to hit on, and then we'll hit on what the contracting sprint is as well. So again, because there are so many submissions happening, again, up to thousands that are being submitted, and trying to get through those in a timely manner and then awarding in a timely manner, they are getting tons of different evaluators to look at these different submissions. And then on the contracting side, just churning out the awards once that evaluation and selection of who's the highest rated proposals will be awarded to. So on the evaluation side, what's super important is to have a compliant proposal. So this means simple things like having your SAM.gov registration completed and updated. The number one mistake I've seen here is people will go through this process and register for grants only. A lot of times I hear the SBIR program related to the Department of Defense referred to as grants. They are not grants. They're actually contracts. And where this really matters and truly matters is within your registration on SAM.gov. So you need to make sure that when you've done that registration, you've actually finished it and completed the contracting section of it. It's a lot of clauses. It's a lot more in depth. So it's a little bit more of a pain, but that's what makes you eligible to receive a contract, SBIR phase 1 or 2. The other piece is compliance. So if they had a limit on a 13-page submission and you submitted 14, they're looking for easy ways to reduce the 2,000 phase 1 submissions into something more digestible. So they'll throw it out. So if you don't follow the compliance, if you don't follow the right sections that are in it, edit errors on the font size, simple things like that they put in the solicitation, it's just an easy way for them to throw out your proposal. So it doesn't have to be one of the thousands that get submitted. So that's what's really important on the evaluation side. And then on the contracting side, then they're going to want to see a lot of information and back and forth. So you'll see and hear absolutely nothing for months. So for the most recent direct to phase 2 round closed in May, the contracting sprint is scheduled for August. So typically mid to late August is when we see it happen. All of a sudden, they'll be sending you emails and asking for 24-hour turnarounds or sometimes less. So you really have to be paying attention and answering their questions. Sometimes, and this drives me absolutely crazy, but we'll submit all of the supporting documents that were required. And then what happens is they then ask again for all of those same supporting documents. So you need to have them ready to resubmit for some reason. That's been a hiccup that we've seen through several different rounds. So during this timeline where they're doing these quick back and forth emails and then contract awards, and then they'll often want you to sign the actual contract vehicle as well. So just be ready for that quick back and forth to happen and be ready to respond and then get your contract award. So that's just a quick summary. Again, they're getting a lot of different contracting officers, finance folks, evaluators, all scheduled out ahead of time to do these in a very quick succession so they can hit some timely awards. So hope you appreciate the breakdown. Thanks for watching.